Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Painting with Friends. As usual, I'm Vaz Hayes, and today I'm joined by the Honorable Supervisor of Neabsco, Victor Angry.
The Honorable Victor Angry.
Yeah, it sounds like the Honorable.
Man,
See,
it's great to be here. Yes. All right.
welcome to the
That
show.
word honorable gets me because I grew up,
Yeah,
in Altamont Springs, Florida. Family of 7, 4 brothers, 3 sisters.
yes,
Knucklehead kid. Never in the wildest dreams would they imagine that they middle brother,
yeah,
Vic, gets the title honorable.
Honorable. That's a big
And
up.
wait, it's mine for the rest of my life. Even
It's
coming
not
out of
that.
this.
I would make so many people. I'll be at the Dunkin' Donuts, and they'd be like,
But
order for. You need to put the
I know,
honorable.
right? But that gets to be a little conceited. That people don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
Too
but
much.
anyway, it's an honor to be on this show. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Thank you for opening up the time in your busy schedule to come
Yeah.
on to the show and giving us this opportunity to talk to you and discuss the arts.
Listen, I'm scared, but I'm gonna tell you right now, and I ain't scared of much. But now we're talking about arts, and I gotta draw at the same time.
Yes.
This
It's
could
a
get
challenge.
interesting.
And to make
Yes.
it even more of a challenge, we're
Okay,
giving
I
you
feel
30
like
minutes.
you ain't start yet, right?
I ain't start yet. I'm just gonna
Okay.
let everybody know this is watercolor paint. So you can dip your brush. You only need a drop.
Just
of
a
the
drop.
paint. I always forget to tell people it's a
Okay.
little drop of paint, and then the water will take you a long way.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep. And if you wet your canvas a little bit beforehand, that will take you somewhere.
What do you mean wet the canvas? Help me here.
Oh, you just dip your brush into it and start.
Oh, just
Yeah, no need to splash on it. Don't get
Okay.
too crazy.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna start off and we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
Starting the time.
Let's do it. Come on.
Now.
Come on.
All right, here we go. All right, so first question for you, because we're gonna start off with the arts because you're drawing. What is your perspective of the arts in Prince William County?
We can do better. My perspective of the arts in Prince William County, starting out first, is as an elected official, we can do better. Meaning, I want it more across the county. I want young artists, old artists, up and coming artists to be able to share their art with more of the community. And let's talk. So we have the Hilton Performing Arts Center,
Yes.
and we should define arts, though, Baz. First of all, we should define arts.
What is the arts to you?
It is music. It is dance. It
Dance.
is poetry.
Poetry.
It is artist painting. Painting. I don't know, painterry. No.
Yeah.
But painting,
Yeah.
photography.
Photography.
All of the things that get the mind into a new aspect of viewing things and thinking about things. Thought. To me, that is art because you can really create a difference of opinion from a person by
Yes.
sharing your perspective of that whatever that discussion or opinion or view is.
I feel like that is what the arts is developed to do, and I feel like you have the right mindset leading into this.
Which means we need more of that in Prince
we
William County.
definitely do because we are
Yes,
lacking
sir.
in a lot of those areas.
sir.
Even into areas of culinary,
Yes,
architecture.
Ooh, we didn't get into the
design.
food, man.
Like,
Come on.
let's get into the
Come
digital
on,
design.
man.
We got to go into it. So, what do you see for the future of the arts in Prince William County if you're able to make any change to it?
I see a door opening of the opportunity, and what I mean by that is the more through venues like such as this, a podcast, a YouTube, where we're talking about this, we're discussing it, that the word is getting out.
Yeah.
And right now, more people are sitting at home saying, you know what? Instead of my regular routine of what I do, let me do what they're doing. My daughter is an artist. Hey, Lex, well, shout out to Lexi. Yeah,
Shout out
she's
to
an artist.
Lexi. Come watch the
Yeah.
show. Come paint with us.
Oh, she's gonna paint with you. Now she paints way better than me.
Yeah.
So, but she sits in her room and paints. She has a little stand like this, and there's a lot of people who don't do this.
Yeah.
That really, I mean, I don't do this, right? And you gave me 30 minutes, so here's the deal. My art is the gift of the gab. And so I'm probably not going to finish painting in 30 minutes because I'm going to talk to you for about an hour in a 30-minute time frame. I'm really good
How,
at that.
what?
It don't even make
Okay.
sense, does
No,
it?
it
Now,
doesn't.
That's art. That's art.
That is
to,
an
to
art.
pull that off.
If you have that talent, you have that skill. That is an
Oh
art.
yeah, I can get about 2 days worth of conversation in 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure of that.
Okay.
But I probably won't be able to paint it.
Well, we're gonna try to see what we can do while painting.
I'm gonna try, which means it's gonna limit my discussion for you, man, because I could tell you a lot of stuff.
Oh, we
but
have a lot
because
of
I'm gonna try to focus on paintings,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to talk as much. And my secret weapon, if there was such a thing, is everybody has a superhero secret weapon.
Yeah.
Mine is the gift of the gab.
Gift of the gab.
Yeah, I have no problem in talking and getting into any conversation. I think conversation is healthy.
It definitely is, and it's
Yeah.
definitely what the world needs because
Yeah,
as humans, we
it
fail at
is.
it the most. So
Yeah.
being able to communicate effectively is like,
Yeah.
I guess that's where you get most of your accolades for leadership.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta admit, I do.
Also, side note, most of you don't know this. Victor has told us that he is actually colorblind.
Super.
So we're about
Everybody
to
that
see some
knows
very interesting art from him. Oh gosh. So
Okay.
I want to know also, what are your personal views on the importance of the arts in the county? Like, what are the arts to you?
Again, to me, the arts to me is it's a doorway. I mean, again, you can head off arguments by simply taking a pause and literally getting into the person who has the floor's mind, which is what? Art. It's art, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you can sit down and see, I didn't center this right, so it's not coming out right, and I can't even erase. So that means this is gonna be funky. But because the symmetry of wabi sabi, right?
Wabi sabi.
Means and I'm gonna paraphrase what I believe wabi sabi means.
Wabi sabi.
It's the perfect imperfection.
The perfect
So I'm about to put the most perfect painting that's not gonna. It's gonna have imperfection in it because these are my flaws, but my flaws are beautiful.
Ooh, okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay. My man, he's spitting poetry over here. He said, I've
Oh,
come
yeah.
to paint, spit some poems. You can tell he's really interested in the arts.
Yeah, man.
Is there like what got you interested in the arts? As like what was the age that you were like, okay, I'm really
80s,
80s graffiti art,
break dancing. Yeah.
break dancing. He's a hip hop
I
head.
put a little bit in here just so you can see my
Okay.
my graffiti a little bit. Now, this is what I was noted for growing up. But like I said, both of my kids, which ain't kids no more, because my son is 31 and my daughter just turned 22. They actually paint pictures and help me out here. They paint profiles and scenery. I don't do that, but I can.
Not a singer artist.
I can't tag a building though. I can tag a building. I'm just
You're
saying.
still good with the graffiti.
I can still tag a building.
We're gonna get Victor to do a graffiti piece for us one day.
All right,
and we're
now
gonna-
my police department can't hear that. I don't tag buildings no more.
Not a building, but we're gonna get him to we're gonna get him to do a piece in the back, ventilated with some air masks,
Yeah.
very safely. Never
Yes.
do graffiti in a closed space area.
I feel comfortable with graffiti. I do.
And we're
Just
gonna
so
do
you
some
know.
graffiti because it sounds like it's too good to be true.
Yeah.
and I need to see this.
Yeah, you got to see this. I got a
So
little
what
something
could
for
have been like during that age? That's like a bunch of hip hop. That's break dancing. That's graffiti.
Yeah.
So what was your first concert? Like what was the first thing
you.
that
know,
you
you
ever
ready
saw
for
live?
this? I'm not a concert goer, but my first hip hop group that I fell in love with, 100%.
Yeah.
Started with Run DMC, but I'm gonna tell you no
It's
lie.
always Run DMC.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys, man. I'm not gonna tell you no lie, man. You know, Beastie Boys, man.
I mean, they were the hottest with the rhymes around this time.
Yeah.
They were kind of doing it for the
Yeah.
entertainment. They kind of brought the entertainment value up. I'm not
Here's
gonna
a
lie.
little story I got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with Ad Rock, MCA, and
I don't know the
me,
words.
Mike D.
Okay.
We had a little, what's his name, Paul Revere. Okay, let me stop.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's
I'm
go.
just
Me
looking
and
on-
my horsey and a quart of beer.
I get to
Man,
that.
that's
verse
a
of rap
and the bass. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And that was, listen, I'm pretty sure you have a nice, they don't make cars without nice stereos these days.
No,
I want you to get in your car, get on your Pandora, get on your Spotify,
Play some
get on
Beastie
whatever
Boys.
you got, pull up Beastie Boys, Paul Revere, and then just listen to that flow and just the bass and then the lyrics. They were classic, man. Okay, I got to paint.
You do gotta paint.
I gotta
We
paint,
are,
man.
Where are we? We're 5 minutes in.
Okay.
Almost 10. Okay. Let's see. Let's double check. Yeah, Rom.
You have any black? What color is that?
That is brown. Aaron, can I borrow
You
the
got any
black?
black? That's my color black.
Oh wait, I do have
That's
black.
black? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Okay,
All
we're
right,
getting
perfect.
back in. That was a cut. Went out.
Trying to save more time. Okay.
Yeah, you should let me do that since I don't know what
No, I
colors.
can't do that. I can't do that at all. So also, have you ever been to any theater shows or?
All of my theater. Okay, so me and my wife, when I first got married, we started going to operas.
Yeah.
And really symphonies, orchestras, and just the acoustics of those buildings that don't even use microphones. It's just incredible to listen to the sound that comes from a stage that a building is designed to create this sound, man.
That is the beautiful part about
Yeah.
opera, that stage projection.
Yeah, and so Oh Lord, I'm not even gonna talk no more. Now I'm trying to paint within the lines. Oh Lord.
So you went to a theater show with your wife.
Yes, and so Hilton Performing Arts is the next really. Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
It's a spectacular stage. We actually got
Yeah,
the
I
honor
love it, and so I
being
have
there.
been to see um, uh, Virginia Ballet,
Virginia National Junior
and
Ballet.
then the Manassas
Ballet.
Ballet, and I love them. And so we try to do as many of those shows as we can anytime they have it. So we just
When's the
so
last time you been there?
Nutcrackers. Oh, I just went a couple weeks ago.
Are you serious? Okay.
Manassas had one. I'm forgetting the name of the show they had. That's gonna be bad if they're watching this, but 'cause I'm terrible with the names. I mean, I do so much, but it was a beautiful show. And oh, this is gonna be.
Is there any way that we can give that service more to the community? I feel like
Yeah,
a
it
lot of
is.
people-
And actually, it is. I mean, if you think about the Performing Arts Center, it was designed, and I'll say this as an elected official, to provide opportunity for youth, underserved communities, kids who may never have the opportunity to see performance, to bring them into that facility and actually get a different viewpoint of art, right?
that's
And so that it would create in them, maybe they want to dance, maybe they want to sing, maybe they want to, get behind the scenes of how that all is done.
Yeah.
And that was the door opening that facility brings. We do need to get that word out more because it's completely built out. But now kids, young people, older people, middle-aged people need to know that so they can take advantage of that. I think here right now, this is where we are. We're in,
art,
arts.
open
Yeah.
art space.
And you got to see this. I just think art is important, man. But
It's
yeah,
super important.
for me, I would love to grow that opportunity, that avenue. This is not gonna be good.
What do you think they could do to increase their reach? Because I don't know if they're succeeding at the moment, given the state of things.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right.
What do you think they're slacking in at the moment?
Well, all right. Let's just say I'm gonna get sentimental on you.
Yeah.
What the world needs is love, man.
Love.
Love.
It needs love.
Needs love. And you know what? You know where love is? A lot of in the art, man.
In the art.
In the art.
I was gonna
Just
say. I
to
was gonna
share.
say at home.
Have you been down to Girardi's?
Yes, I have.
When did you
We filmed the open mics there.
open mics, man? Listen, right there. Anybody, I can go to Girardi's right now, sit up there, get on the mic, and just say some things, that are on my head, and no one would clown me, if you will.
Well,
You know what I mean?
we're in the back watching, and we laugh at most of the people on there. We have tons of YouTube videos. We're
Yeah.
definitely laughing, but
And then
nobody in the audience will laugh at you.
All right.
But just know that we are in the back laughing.
Because it takes boldness to go up there and do that.
It does, and I respect everybody that goes up there on Girardi's stage every single Thursday night, which is tonight actually.
Yeah.
Happening at 6 p.m. And you can always 6:30.
Yeah.
6:30.
And you ready for this? I've never been on that stage. Because just like I'm sweating trying to paint this for you now.
He said, "I'm gonna be sweating."
I'm
out."
nervous, man. I'm trying to paint.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
Just
my
go
God.
with it.
Okay, man.
We're just gonna go with it. It's gonna run smoothly.
I just feel like spray can, spray paint is a lot easier than this.
It definitely is because you can cover more space very quickly.
Yeah, you
this
can,
takes a
man. This is
little
a
bit
little
more
bit
finesse.
defined, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I'm not really. You know that show? I don't know the guy's name. The guy that he whispers, and now we're gonna paint.
Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross.
That's what this is. It's
Love Bob Ross. Bob Ross is the guy. He is the
Yes,
G.
right now.
Let me ask you a very strange question.
Yes, sir. Ask me.
All right. If you were stranded on an island and you can only take one type of art media with you or part of the arts with you, what would you be stranded on the island with?
Okay. I'm sorry because I have to ask defining questions. If I was stranded on an island, I could only take one form of art media with me, like
One form
something-
of art media. What would you take? That could be like a Walkman. That could be an easel, some paint. That could be like a opera singer. Be like, I want an opera singer there with me or something like something crazy.
I'm going to tell you because I'm self-diagnosed ADD, ADHD. I diagnosed myself with this.
Yeah.
It'd have to be music, man. I'd have to take whatever the latest and greatest. Like I got to take something that can hold the Library of Congress of music, because it's not just one
The
form. I
Library
don't
of
just want to
Congress of
take hip
Music.
hop. I want to take country. I
Yep.
want to take rap. I want to take
Yep.
rock. I want to take, gospel. I want to take every form of music I can take
This
with
man
me.
is just taking his Spotify. He's gonna take his Spotify to simplify. He just wants to take his whole entire Spotify playlist. Or
Yeah,
Apple
so I can
playlist.
play everything and anything, because if I'm stranded on an island, I need to be able to do it all. Like I might be going through a little triple X Tentacious. I can even saying it wrong.
Tentacion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might want to go, and then because his style is, his voice is so, it's him when you hear it.
Yeah, you
But
definitely do.
I might go through a week of that and be, next thing I know, I want to hear some, some Trace Atkins, man.
Trace Atkins.
And
Okay.
Trace got a really cool voice, man.
I like that. These are some dope selections. These are
Yeah, I mean, I try to expand the wideness of that, you know.
it has range.
Yeah.
I like the range.
Yeah.
The range is there, and you're like, okay, if I'm gonna be doing anything, if I have to build myself some shelter, I need music in the background.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely gonna get distracted and start following the crab.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think, as far as painting goes, I mean, I could whip that out with some island things to do, but music, I get tired of hearing myself sing.
So it's just like I need somebody else. He said I can't. I
Yeah.
can only hit so many notes, and they're all flat. I need something else.
Yeah, man. I'm having a hard time. I don't know how you doing this.
Just get used to
Okay,
it.
I feel like-
You put other people on the spot, so it takes like all the pressure off you.
Yeah.
Lets you do what you
That's
do.
okay, because by the time I get comfortable with this, we're going to be in trouble. But it might be over. 30 minutes be up.
Oh gosh.
How much time I got, matter of fact?
I mean,
so.
we're sitting at close to. How do I tell? I think.
Listen, let me just say this here, too.
Oh, we're at 20. Are we at 20? No, we're not
What?
at 20.
We're not at 20. There's
No,
no
we're not
way
at
I
20.
talked.
We're not at 20.
Let me say this to the viewing public.
Oh, we're at 15.
This is dope. This is fun. This is good.
Everybody should come on Painting with
I
Friends.
mean,
Everybody should watch Painting
I'm
with
not
Friends.
I'm not even
Follow us
lying to
on
you.
Twitch, YouTube, and wherever you get your other.
I want to
streaming
answer you some good questions too, though.
services. Okay,
Like,
then
I
I
don't
got
know
you.
what you got on your sheet, but because otherwise I'm gonna talk your ear off and tell you.
Okay, I got you with some more questions. So you were serving in the military for a very long time.
Sir, yes, sir.
What made you want to keep going, like to get all those accomplishments? Like,
People inspired me. Once you touch leadership, and you realize that people are inspired by what you do for them, or how you engage with them,
yeah,
that motivated me. I can't speak for anybody else, but once I knew I was good at it and people actually appreciated me being in it, then it's just like any drug, if you will.
Any
you want
dopamine release,
more
yeah.
of it, yeah. And the thing about this particular drug is, it's a very healthy drug, because to inspire someone else to live out their dreams, or in the military we say accomplish the mission, because it's always about the mission. When people will follow you, even if they don't necessarily agree or like what the new mission is.
Yeah.
When they trust you enough, and the word is trust.
Trust.
They trust you that
In
they
everything.
will, that you've got their best interest at heart, and we're gonna get through this. That's a whole lot, man. And the military is very good at that. And we say it all the time. I mean, when you've got the team, you don't fail the team.
Ooh.
You don't
is
fail
powerful.
the team, man.
So that kind of instilled a lot of like your core values in you.
Oh
you
yeah.
would say
Even
today.
in this job now, and everything I do now.
What made you want to take this position in this job? Like, what drew you to going for the supervisor role of Neabsco?
Well, that's a very good question. And I wrote a little book about that
You did
called Angry Leadership, my 7 guiding principles of leadership.
angry leadership.
And
I
one
love
of
it.
those was, and I mentioned in the book, luck and timing.
Luck and time.
And there was a general who flies B-1s, which is a very, can I say badass in here?
No.
No, okay. Very powerful. It's a very
Super powerful.
jet, man. If you've seen a B-1, and this man flew B-1s. And
That's the bomber, right?
yeah, he flew it. And I was like, wow. I said, man, you lucky, man, to do that. And, he said, and then he asked, he knew what I did as being a command sergeant major for the entire Army National Guard. And I said, well, I was lucky to get in that position. He literally said, okay, listen, Sergeant Major, let me tell you this. You can call it luck, and it takes a lot of that, but you got to prepare yourself to be on a short list of lucky people.
Yep.
And that preparation is a timing thing too, because what happens is these opportunities pop up and someone comes to you because you're on a short list of lucky
Precisely.
and timed people to be afforded this opportunity. And I was like, wow, that says it all, because actually I can tell you that's exactly what I did. Another mentor of mine told me, what you got to do is be willing to take the tough assignments. Take the tough assignments, do the job required, and don't worry about who's watching you, because they are. Or don't worry about who you need to watch, because people are watching you. That's what he told me. And true enough, people were watching
gems.
me.
You're dropping gems right now.
Well,
We're getting so many gems from Victor Angry.
I mean, but all these are life learned lessons, throughout my life. And all I can do is keep those people close who afforded me to be here, and then pass on these nuggets and bring up the next batch of folks who want the opportunity. Now, should I be dabbing this in like a rag to get the water off, or you say keep the water on?
No, if you want to dab,
I feel like I'm mixing my colors, man.
You can definitely dab. You can use some other paintbrushes if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if this ain't open, how do I use the top?
Okay.
Okay.
And
All right,
you're all
man.
good to go.
Oh, look at this. This is the one I need. This is the powerful color right here.
Yeah, you're sliding
Yes,
through
sir.
this. You're.
I don't know. We just gonna do some stuff at the end.
Do you want to show them what you got so far?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No, I
okay,
do
we're
not.
showing. We're not showing. We're close to
Because
20
I
minutes
don't want to
in.
be embarrassed, man.
All right. We
also
also saw that you were a part of the transportation of Prince William County, and we wanted to know, what is your vision for the future of transportation in Prince William County?
So you mean the OmniRide bus system? I currently chair PRTC, which is the Potomac Rappahannock Transportation Committee.
It was something like
yes,
that.
a lot of that. So, okay, so and you remember, this is more than Prince William County. So the PRTC
Yeah.
and OmniRide runs routes throughout various localities. Stafford County, Prince William,
Yes.
Manassas Park, Manassas City, even though those are inside the county. So we run on these routes. A vision that I think we need to do better is, we have to realize that Prince William County is always going to be a county that houses folks that have federal jobs, that work in the city.
They definitely do.
So we're never going to get rid of that. That's something that, and those jobs are great paying jobs. So these are your high end paying jobs that allow people to live in some of the nicest houses that we have. What we can do better is that traffic on the road, right?
Yeah.
So I've always been talking about a dedicated bus lane. How do we get people on the bus system?
Ooh.
Yeah, and we don't have to do it 24 hours a day, but just during rush hour, to get people on the bus system to move through, out of the city into the city, out of Prince William County into the city, and then back. And those happen 2 times a day, in the morning and the evening. We all know this. It's been the same standard
Every long time.
for a very long time. So if we could do that, we could actually get traffic on the road. Get traffic off the road, which helps what? Our greenhouse gas emissions. So we're doing things that are actually solving more than one problem: traffic congestion, public safety, pedestrian safety, greenhouse gas emissions. So we can literally knock out 5 things in one, and maybe more, by simply getting people on public transportation and actually growing that bus infrastructure. So it's a vision of mine. It's a vision of mine.
Do you think we would ever see, like, maybe some electric buses?
Yes, you will. You're going to start by seeing some electric vans.
Some electric vans.
Yes,
Okay.
because electric vans are a lot easier to manage. And what I mean by that is that, remember, just like how the cell phone started, there were always issues. Like, we perfected that now. Our phone is up to 14, 15?
Yep.
I don't even know.
And it's flying by. Like, I'm literally doing so many things simultaneously. This thing is more powerful than my laptop now.
Exactly. And so guess what? So in the bus world of electric buses, we haven't got that far yet. So what we don't want to do is invest in a bus that's going to have more maintenance issues than we can ever stay ahead of. But in a van, or
You get a
commuter
test run.
vans,
You get test run.
test run, plus our maintenance is at costly. Okay.
Gotcha.
But one day it'll all be there. I mean, Tesla, is our electric car model that started it, and now look at what we have in electric cars, right? We've got way more cars that'll fit in that need. So it's a process, but we will get to electric buses soon. But we're gonna
I like that
start
answer.
small, take some
I feel
baby
like you are
steps.
definitely ready. I saw that you were running for a re-election, and like
Yes, sir.
you are ready to give answers on the big questions.
Well, you have to be. You gotta do your homework. You gotta do your homework.
Can I ask you like what some of
Come
your
on, ask me.
what some of your policies are for running for re-election?
Tell the truth. I mean, so here's the deal.
Yeah.
In running for re-election, it's really getting to know the people. Now, here's what I also know.
You know a lot of
Not,
people. I saw somebody stop you just before you
yeah,
walked in here.
but not everybody is going to agree with your policies or your politics. And bottom line, not everybody is going to agree with you. There's some people that naturally just don't. Let's just call it plain English. Don't like you.
Yep.
And if that's the case, there's nothing you're going to ever do to change that.
Yeah, they just don't like you.
But what you got to be willing to do is continue going out there being yourself. I don't ever modify yourself for righteousness when you're because my mother told me two things. I don't want to get too far out there to say that if you just want to be mean to people, go be mean to people. But two things my mother said: dignity and respect. If you treat people with those two things, and that's probably the way you want to be treated. I don't know anyone that wants to be treated badly, right?
Exactly.
So
Nobody
if that's
actually
how
invited
you want your life to be, then you should give that when you meet people. When you meet people, that's the bottom line. So I can't be influenced to change and be something else because someone else wants me to be that way, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes that doesn't necessarily flow with with a group, I'll say.
Yeah.
But to get to your question about politics, how do I manage a campaign and what
Your policies. Your
my
policies.
policies?
Yeah.
My policies are really trustworthy. There are delicate ways to tell people tough conversations, and I'll have those. Right? I can't ask for your vote and your support by let me just use the word by lying to you. Like
do that.
and I've knocked on many doors and I don't just I'm a Democrat, registered Democrat. I don't just knock on Democratic doors. I knock on everyone in my district
Okay.
door because I
Not
think
leaving anybody out. Okay. I like
yeah,
this.
because I think everybody has to make a decision in themselves about whether you want to support me or not in being your elected official. And that's more than a party line discussion because when you get in these positions, I represent 77,000 people in the Neabsco district.
Yes, you do.
77,000 people aren't Democrats. 77,000 people aren't Republicans. 77,000 people aren't independent. Heck, 77,000 people aren't even registered voters.
They're not.
They're just living. And so at that point, I represent them too. But you can have a conversation with them. And if they like what you're doing, guess what? They'll invest in taking 3 minutes out of their day, whether that be mail-in vote,
Okay.
early voting,
Early
or
voting?
voting on November 8th, voting, then they'll invest to vote for you because you've given them something to kind of believe in. So
I like this answer. I am very pleased with that answer.
now politically that might have been suicide for me.
But it was real, and you touched on something that is very
Yeah.
real, and that is the trust, and that's what most people are looking for whenever they're trying to reelect or vote for anybody.
Can I mention about political suicide too though?
Yeah,
I'm
please
not
do.
in this. That term should go away. This shouldn't be about political suicide because there should never be such thing as a career in politics.
No.
You are elected here by the people for to serve the people, and if the people are done with you, then you should move on. This should not be career jobs where we panic about getting out of these positions, and so we may not do the right thing or vote the right way because of political influence. I learned that from George Bush.
George Bush of all people.
George Bush Masterclass. You ever watch Masterclass?
No.
If you don't have, and it's an online. You've seen the previews for Master. Let me tell you something. Masterclass is pretty good. George Bush said, politics. He said, if you when you got to make a decision, you should make it for the people because if you make it for politics, then you basically let down the people. All right, and so it's a tough decision. But he said sometimes. Let me get it right now. He said sometimes you know more than the people know because national security, things behind the scene, people can't know, public can't know. You got to make decisions with that knowledge. That's key. That is real key. But the overlying arch of that is it's the people that you're defending, not politics.
Doing it for the right reasons.
Right. Right.
Okay, I'm with that.
All right.
I'm totally with these answers.
I feel like I'm gonna stop there on that one. Add some more color.
Okay, next question for you.
Okay.
What do you want people to know you for the most?
That just because my last name is Angry, I'm not an angry person. Okay. You know how many times
I was waiting for him to say it the whole interview. I was waiting for this bit. Like before you came, I was like, if he says it during the interview, I'm happy. What is the least thing that you want people to know you for?
The least thing. See, because that whole angry thing was serious for me. The least thing I want people to know me for.
Yeah.
I mean, probably politics. I want people to remember me for being Vic Angry and not being the Honorable Vic Angry.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's just a title. The real relationship is in the person, right? So when I meet people, I'm not, hey, Supervisor Angry. We may start out that way, but I end up, I'm Vic, you Vaz, and we're cool. And that's cool. It's good for me.
Okay. Okay. I like this question because it's leading up into this next question. I like that answer.
Because I'll say that whole been there, done that is a very true statement. So, we shouldn't live by that.
It gets very old fast. So,
yes, sir.
When there's nothing left, where do you go?
There's always something left. When there's nothing left in this, when there's nothing left in my life. What is that? What does that mean when there's nothing left? Because this is where the positive Vic comes out. There is never nothing left. There's always something left. So are you asking at the end of my political road, or?
It can mean a multitude of things. It could mean like the political road. What does that mean when your political road is done? Where do you go?
That means I'm going to use Jay-Z. On to the next one.
On to the next one. I love how it's all hip-hop references.
Oh, man, it is. And let me give you the on to the next one, just so you know. That on to the next one doesn't mean I want to walk away from this spotlight visibility of this and go into the next one. You know what I really want to do? Yeah, ask me what I really want to do.
What do you really want to do?
I want to go fishing.
Just fish?
I just want to fish, man.
Fishing is
I want a pontoon
that is the most
boat.
calmest sport that you can. Do you catch and release, or do you keep the fish?
Well, depending on if I'm having a cookout, I keep. Or if I'm having just a pleasant day of fishing, I'll catch and release. I've done them both, But I do love fishing, man. It's very tranquil. It's very therapeutic, and it clears my head, That and running. I'm a marathon. I do a lot of running.
You do a lot of running still.
Yeah,
you're a leg day person.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Victor Angry. He gets angry and he'll kick you in the face.
Well, I mean, I don't know that kicking though, but I do run.
How high can you kick?
Oh, I don't kick. I'm a runner.
You're a runner, so you're not gonna fight. You're just gonna run away.
Oh no, I mean I just run. I'm a marathon. I don't run away from fights.
So how high can you kick?
Well, yeah, here's the thing. My flexibility sucks. I'm not gonna lie there.
He's gonna kick you in the shin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably better with my hands than I am with my legs. We'll just kind of go there, but yeah, I don't really kick nobody.
He's gonna punch you in the shin.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, not because I want to. Usually that's a defensive mechanism.
In self-defense.
Right, in self-defense.
In self-defense.
As an elected official, I got to clean that up. You see, I don't want to run out here talking about punching people in the face. There's an elected official.
In the shin. I said the shin. You said the face.
The shin. Or punching people, period. I don't want to punch anybody.
Nobody's getting punched.
There is a such thing as self-defense now. Self-defense, and it's something that we all have a right to defend ourselves.
You have such a tough name. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you are you haven't said it yet, but you are the first African American to be elected into.
Do a lot of people lead with that? Do people do that stuff all the time?
No, it's just impressive because like you got put in these positions in the army, and
I'm blessed, and I am, and I say that I don't say that to try to even make it seem like I'm saying something that I don't live. I mean, I got a church home, I got a pastor. He'll be happy to hear me say all this, and I painted on the easel. My bad. But listen, my life has been blessed. Okay, beautiful wife, beautiful children. They're grown.
Ooh, he shout out the blessings.
Yes, but I can tell you, these two positions, these two times in this world that I'm in now, were not about me, and I did not wake up saying this is what I want to be when I grow up. Being in the military, I had this awesome lady, Miss Brenda Patterson. Still talk to her today. Call her my godmother. She told me she saw more in me than I saw in myself. Asked me what I want to do in my life. Short story is she drove me down to the Army recruiting office to join the Air Force recruiting office to join the Air Force. but they were closed. They went to lunch, which is bad on their part. That's a true story. And I was leaving, and the Army recruiter snatched me up. And so I joined the Army. And in that is where Vic Angry, if I'm going to speak in the third person, found himself. And I am a Gemini. So I have a twin sister,
Hey,
too.
Gym Gang.
Gemini, too? Okay.
Yeah.
June 2nd.
I'm just a Gemini, bro.
Are you Gemini?
Yeah.
And when your birthday?
We're just gonna continue.
Okay,
He doesn't
okay.
get it. He doesn't get
Oh.
it at all.
Oh,
He doesn't get it. All right,
Okay,
crew.
all
We're
right.
just gonna continue. He
We got-
slipped up during the interview. Anyway, our time is done.
Is it?
Yeah, let's see what you got. I'm gonna let you keep going though, because I have one last question for you.
Okay, go with it. Let me get this one last question.
All right, so if you're in the metaverse,
Uh-huh.
what do you see yourself as? Like, if you could build yourself in the metaverse, what do you see yourself as?
Wow. You know what? That's a man. And I don't want to sound corny with this, but I do love Marvel, man, and the Avengers.
Yeah.
And in the metaverse, I mean, I'm like an Iron Man for real.
He goes Iron Man. He has stayed
Yeah.
Army to this. He went.
Yeah.
He went super Army with the whole
Yeah.
entire time.
You know
The man has
why?
not
It's
broke
that
it.
landing. How he lands.
How he lands.
And that, he's
like, I'm gonna tech like
I
that.
like, man. I like Iron Man. I do.
is
I like
cool.
his, and I like his good and bad. Like he, I mean, Tony Stark just
He's
is
human.
man.
He's very human.
Yeah,
I
he's
love that
very
human side to
human.
him.
But he also has that. Okay, I'm gonna show you.
So,
Show you.
let me stop going into the Marvel.
I tried to put my.
Look at that. Look at that. I like how we both did like a yellow character.
Okay, man.
I like
I
ice
like
cream
guys,
cherry.
man. I like the little guy on the top.
He's a cherry. His butt gets cold, so he screams about
Oh,
He doesn't like being up-
he got a story behind why he's squealing. Like
Yeah.
Steve squealing, and he
it.
looks
He's
cold.
cold.
It looks
He's just a little
cold.
cold, man.
Oh, that's
and that ice cream, he like to put him up there because he thinks it's a cool look.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a bow tie, man. And the bow tie on the lemon head guy. And the lemon head, see that wabi sabi? I couldn't fit it in, so I dropped it.
For somebody who's
Yeah.
colorblind, this is a very like.
I don't even know what colors I used. I just put them things in there and ran with it.
He has a lot of shading. Like, this is very symmetrical. Like, this is crazy.
I don't know if you like that.
There's
but,
complementary colors in this, and he said he's colorblind.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna give it time for the viewers at home to ask some questions. If you want to ask some questions in the chat, I'm also gonna open up the space for Aaron to ask some questions, as
Lord have mercy.
he probably has a lot that we might have touched on during.
That was nerve wracking, man.
as we might have touched on.
Woo.
I dig the lemon head. I second that. The audience likes the lemon head.
All right.
Thank you,
The
Ken
bow
Joseph.
tie,
Was
man.
good, Mo.
The bow tie was a little off.
The bow tie looks.
I was trying to get the bow tie in there.
I
But
think-
I
if
should
you
have made
wanna-
it
if you wanna
blue.
finish with the bow tie, you wanna dip
me
that back
th-
in that green, do a
and
little
then-
bow tie.
Okay. Which one? That's the green?
That's the green.
Okay, I'm gonna use the
think the
thin
green-
one. And the thin to get me. Well, that's too thin.
That's way too thin.
Okay.
Aaron, you have any questions? Transportation?
Aaron, what you got?
Anything?
Come on,
at all,
Aaron, give me
policies,
something, man.
politics. He's running for re-election on the Neabsco. That's basically where we live. Come on.
Something, Aaron.
What do you have?
Aaron, do I have your vote?
You mentioned the future to get into like electric buses or new vans and using that kind of technology at a smaller scale. So, what would be like parts around Prince William County you would like to start seeing something like
Dale
that
Boulevard.
implemented in-house?
Great question. Starting with Dale Boulevard, because Dale Boulevard is the feeder from Hoadley Road all the way to Route 1. The bus, as you know, our East End facility is off Gideon on the back behind, and that's where our buses start from. We opened up a West End facility, a western end of the county, in Manassas area to cover the west and kind of that middle fill. But that traffic on Dale Boulevard generally starts, and if you look at the traffic flow from 66 to 95, and since the invention of Waze and GPS, because everybody used to use the State Farm map book. Remember that? But since
No.
most people- oh, you don't remember the map book?
I don't
Okay.
remember the map book.
Oh man, that's how
way
you got
too far
around.
for me.
Yeah,
MapQuest? Okay.
yeah, but you had to print out your directions even with MapQuest at the time, and now it's all on your phone, and it literally takes you through every shortcut road you can find. Smoketown, Minnieville,
Let's go.
Dale Boulevard, Cardinal Drive, which Cardinal Drive is one of our notorious pedestrian death roads. We've got two
I just don't know how.
in 1 year and 5 total in the last like 3 years. So
That's crazy.
so when you look at a commuter bus system where you could do a dedicated lane, it starts with Dale Boulevard, because from Hoadley, which our commuter lot is down at the Boys and Girls Club, which we don't even pick up at anymore because there was only like 1 or 2 people coming there. And the reason they don't go there anymore is because and true enough, you can get in your car and be at the corner lot faster than getting on a bus down the Dale because it's stuck in the same traffic. You can drive to that corner lot, which is why that lot had notoriously been illegally parked and overfull. People just stop their car, get out, and get on the bus. They don't even care anymore. Well, it's gotten better now. But what do we have? We have people that are going in the city. Our buses fill up well at corner lot. But you would want to get them on the bus on the other end of Holy to ride Dale out and give them a dedicated lane. Now, that does two things. Ready for this? It gets them to Honolulu, well, actually, straight into the city faster. But it also takes traffic off of Dale Boulevard.
And we want to see that. We want to see that so bad.
And Cardinal and, Minnieville and Smoketown. Because where we want that traffic is on 234. And we want it on Prince William County Parkway. And if you let those be true parkways, like the 234 Prince William Parkway says parkway, but it's not a parkway, it's a neighborhood road. If we can open that up, possibly get that speed up to 50, 55, which people still think that's too slow because people are doing 60 in a school zone where it's 25 and flashing.
Yeah, I know what school you're talking about.
So if we could do that, I think that's it. But where I would start would be Dale Boulevard, and then grow that from there to other parts of the county to find where these major roads where people are just too much traffic, too much congestion, and try to get them off of those to the main roads that they should be on if you're going to drive. Great question. Love that.
Do we have any questions in the chat? Let's see what we have. What made you step into the world of politics?
Mr. John Jenkins, who was a great man of Prince William County, passed away. And I was asked by the party if I would look at this opportunity. Once I looked at my career, and I served, like I said, I served 23 years in the Army, highest enlisted position. Once they put together my entire bio of what I've done, my service to the community, it literally was as if God, and not as if God, but it literally was God that literally lined my life up to all of this stuff to literally walk into this, to the point that I'm also a volunteer firefighter. A gentleman.
We saw that. You are a very service-oriented person.
And I had a gentleman literally die in the gym on me, fell in my arms and died. And I did CPR, me and the gym staff at Chin Center.
Yeah.
Great staff. We, very well trained, prepared. Brought him back to life.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
He saved the life at a gym. He's not just a national hero. He is a gym hero.
So if you think about it, like things like that, like literally say like this is what I love to do. And I really do love what serving the people. So I don't care how people want to say that, but whether you trust politicians are evil.
No, you seem like you're the real
people
deal.
I'm not a politician, man, but I want to bring leadership back to this, and I'll tell you the tough conversations that you may not want to hear. I will never lie to you, and I will always be there. Like I said, I'm still a volunteer firefighter, so I think we all need that because you just never know when the opportunity may present itself. And remember, this is called the golden hour. So if anybody falls out on you for anything, you got 1 hour. CPR is the key, and if you can catch it when it happens, that's why they say witness arrests are the best way to have a heart attack. So if you're gonna have a heart attack, make sure you do it around somebody that knows CPR.
Be prepared.
They will instantly jump down and begin the process of keeping that blood flowing. So,
oh my God, be prepared and always have somebody on standby for CPR.
There it is.
Oh God, this is why somebody said I take all the back roads I can, talking about your thing on the bus routes. But this has been such a great interview. You seem like a real man of the people. I hope you get reelected. This interview will be coming out after the election dates, and it will be featured in the magazine for the next Arts News. Thank you for talking to us, Victor Angry. Can we see your painting again?
I tried that bow tie, but I think I messed it up.
The bow tie is. He added a bow tie.
Yeah, I messed it up.
And I can see it. You added that type of font. That is very 80s.
Yeah.
I see it. I see that. You gotta come back on the show. And we gotta discuss hip hop and do some other stuff.
Okay. I want to do the hip hop
This
with
is
you.
fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Aaron, what did you draw? Oh, I like that. He did American flag colors. Okay. Best interview with not politician.
There it is. Are we on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's sign off. Do you want to do any shout outs before we go?
Well, again, my lovely wife Michelle, my two awesome adult kids, Dominique, Lexi. Dominique's a DJ, by the way, greatest DJ out. Shout out, you want to hire those guys? Millionaire. I'm messing up their business. They got a Millionaire Productions. They do a lot of painting.
They gotta come down here.
Yeah, I'll get them in here.
You gotta go get them to the Open Space Arts
my
down here in
daughter, you
Potomac.
will love her art. She's awesome. But anyway, so I want to thank the people of the Neabsco district for believing in me, for voting me in office. This is my technically second term. We're going to be back up for re-election next year.
Going for re-election.
Even more, and I'm going to add to the people of Neabsco, is the people of Prince William County. We got a lot of things happening in the county, and it is about all of the county. And I really, as 1/8 of this board that sits on this dais, you will only get professionalism from me. You will only get the concern. Talking to that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, you will only get the most professionalism from me. You will only get what's best, what I believe is best for the county after I've done all of my research, all of my homework, listened to the people, and made that decision. But that is all I can deliver, and that is what I want to deliver. And I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of this county and a member on this board of county supervisors to help carry us into a better future.
I've never met a more humble person. Is there anything you would like, since we represent the arts community here, is there anything you would like to say to the arts community as well?
Yes, arts community. When that Whole Foods comes up,
Whole
there's going to
Foods-
be a mural on that. They're going to actually, they want to put a painting up there, and we want
need
the
that.
best of the best to do that. Also, I'm going to tell you, Virginia American Water has a water tower, and I'm probably letting the cat out the bag with secrets. But there's going to be a competition to find out who has the best mural to climb up that tower and put something up there on that. And
Artists,
we're working on that.
Artists, listen for that.
Yeah.
Listen
Yeah.
for that.
Also, I need some work done in my office, but we're going to work on that. And we're working on,
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm right here.
yeah, we're really working on bringing the arts, like I said, murals and just artistry to the county so that it can be on display for the public to see in open displays. Similar to what, and I'm going to give them the shouts out, Manassas City, what they've done. You know, their art
them their
program is
flowers.
incredible. So, yeah,
Give them their flowers. I like that.
I'm giving it. Yep.
All right, thank you, Victor, for coming on.
All right.
To everybody watching, we are at the Open Space Arts in Stonebridge. This has been another episode of Painting with Friends. We will be doing Art Sundays. Every single Sunday, you can come in and paint with us. We won't be doing it this Sunday, but next following Sunday, we will be doing Open Art Sunday. Come in, come paint with us, bring your supplies, only $10 entry, and it's a space for all. If you need a place to record, dance, do anything that is artistic, you come and use this space because that's what it's for, and that's what the county has put it here for.
Space.
Thank you. Farewell. This has been Painting with Friends. I'm Vaz Hayes, and this has been the Honorable Supervisor, Victor Ingram.
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.